Good morning and welcome to our webinar today on the benefits of m-hance's i365 cloud solution. My name is Joe Deely and I'm product manager for cloud services in m-hance. Previously, I was head of our technical services department and our own internal IT. So I'd be pretty familiar with a lot of challenges with running IT systems and the needs around security and compliance and migrating those to the cloud. So before we kick off, just some housekeeping rules for the webinar. We expect the webinar to last approximately 20 minutes. Please note that the webinar is being recorded and will be available to view on demand. All participants are set to listen only and will remain so for the duration of the webinar. However, if you have a question, click the question button on the right-hand side of your screen. In the new pane that opens, type your question in the top box and click Ask. Do feel free to submit your questions at any point during the webinar. If we have time at the end, we'll try to answer your questions. If not, we'll get back to you offline. So just before going into the benefits of i365 cloud solution, I might just give you an overview of what it actually is. Okay, so i365 cloud solution is deployed into Microsoft's Azure platform. And basically we create a dedicated environment for each client. So we provide a fully managed solution for the resources that are deployed, so you don't need to worry about them. These can be deployed into a new Azure tenant, or if you already have an existing tenant, we can deploy the resources in there because you can have multiple Azure subscriptions in a single tenant. So this allows us to manage the resources without the visibility of any other resources you might have in Azure. So access to the actual i365 solution is via site-to-site VPN, so ensuring secure access to the system. But we also provide client-to-site connections. So that's for remote users if they don't want to connect into the office network first. So those users might be at home, in a coffee shop, etc. I mentioned this is a fully managed solution. So basically you have a one-stop shop for support, including monitoring the environment and the backups. So one of the main drivers for companies moving to the cloud solution is costs. So you have no capital cost, no server, no tape unit for backups, no worries about air conditioning, server, racks, power, etc. All the things you need to consider for your on-premise service. There'll be less management involved for you. So it's a fully managed system, so there's no maintenance or troubleshooting of the system. We do it for you. You get access to enterprise technologies. So your virtual machine hosting that is running in Microsoft data centers, and you get to leverage off that enterprise technology that would otherwise be cost prohibitive. So there's lower implementation costs. So it's easier to deploy or upgrade an i365 solution when it's in the cloud. So it's easy to provision systems, perfect if you want to add integrations or reporting tools to your i365 solutions. So all these items contribute to a lower overall cost. So reduce risk. The system's fully managed by m-hance. You don't need to worry about issues with physical hardware, troubleshooting system issues, software patching, checking the backups, DR plan, whatever for that system. So there's improved resilience running your system in Azure, but also additional features available for high availability and disaster recovery if you wish. So you could have a replication set up into another region, wherever that might be, the US or somewhere else in Europe. So improved compliance and security. Microsoft have over 3,500 security professionals working in its cyber defense operations center, and they invest over $1 billion annually on cybersecurity. Why would you not leverage on this investment? Also, Microsoft Azure platform has every compliance certification you could possibly thinking of. Putting a solution in the Azure platform helps you to address any compliancy requirements your organization needs to meet. You'll have a consistent application version. i365 Cloud Solutions will include the latest version of the i365 applications. And backup and data restores are included in the service. This is a really important part, as we have come across on-premise installations where the client hasn't realized their backups have been consistently failing. You also get access to technical specialists as part of the service. So you have i365 application and technical staff, including Azure specialists, working closely together, both deploying and managing the i365 cloud solutions. So improved remote access. In the current climate, remote access has been a critical feature for organizations. We have options for site-to-site VPNs and client-to-site VPNs, allowing individuals to access the system from either a branch, office, or remote locations such as a home or hotel. The ease and speed to adapt. I mentioned earlier how deployment of systems is easier, which allows organizations to adapt quickly, whether that's adding new users, functionality, or integrations to the system. The ability to pilot solutions. The i365 cloud solution can be a platform to pilot solutions. Additional systems can be brought online alongside your i365 solution for you to pilot something. So when is the right time to move i365 to the cloud? If your current hardware is starting to creak and a hardware upgrade is due soon, this is a perfect opportunity to migrate to the cloud and save yourself money. Many organizations are looking at digital transformation and opting for a cloud-first strategy. If you're looking at doing a software upgrade, you could combine the upgrade and cloud migration, reducing risk and cost. You may have little or no resilience built into your current system. Some clients have opted to move over concerns about their current system. For example, a single physical server just sitting in the corner. Historically why people did that. Today with GDPR and all of that compliancy requirements, it's really not doing enough these days. You need to be shown that you are protecting data, particularly personal data. I touched on remote access. I was on a call a while back and one person was driving into work each day to access the system as there was no remote access solution in place. Cloud solution can help you overcome any lack of remote access to an on-premise solution. So why m-hance? Well, you have a single support desk for application and technical issues. We're a Microsoft partner with 6 gold and 5 silver competencies. So you're not going to find too many organizations out there with that many competencies in Microsoft ones. We have flexibility to host third-party applications. So it doesn't have to be an application provided by m-hance. The only caveat is you'd still need to retain your third-party application support. So we have some clients who have all their applications hosted in Azure. We have clients who have over 20 virtual machines and probably the same number of applications in Azure, and we manage that whole environment for them. Finally, we have an experienced team of skilled consultants to advise and recommend best fit solution. For example, we can run a migration assessment against your on-premise server estate in order to advise and recommend on workloads suitable to migrate alongside appropriate virtual machine sizing. I've included a couple of useful links on this slide. The first one is some frequently asked questions about the i365 cloud solution. And the second one is information about Microsoft 365, or what you might have known as Office 365, which includes affordable cloud kickstart packages we can offer. So while you may only know us for i365, we can help kickstart you into the cloud by setting up your Microsoft 365 tenant, providing the necessary licenses, configuring the tenant for email, OneDrive, Teams, and any other Microsoft apps. Plus, we can migrate your existing email and data. That's pretty much all I was going to cover today, but I think we might have some time left if anyone has any questions. If you think of something later, you can either check out the FAQ on our website or contact your account manager, and they should be able to arrange a call where we can answer any queries you may have. Thank you.